Good morning. Actually, last night I flew in just to attend last night's event to see everyone debonair and dashing and beautiful and be with the champions. So I think, and kagabi, I didn't have the chance to do this, but I think everybody deserves a big hand to all the champions. Also, so that means, nandito lang ako para maging guest kagabi. Tapos, just like always, pag sinabi ni Boston, Andy, can you give a brief talk? Sabi. Of course. Last June 4, from New York, I flew into Cebu, and I was having my day with the family. I received a call from Ton. Sabi niya, Bay, pwede ka mag-visit dito sa event? Sabi ko, boss, nasa beach ako, wala akong suit. Okay lang, punta ka dito. So I went to the event in my shorts and beachwear and gave a talk to the Rent.PH and Loterio group. And I'm always happy to see champions. Now, so I did some scribbling there because I didn't want to miss this. Sabi niya, just give some talks on, just inspire them. Sabi ko, how can you inspire people who actually inspire you? Anybody who saw last night's awarding, it's impossible for them not to be inspired. So, paano ko inspire mga taong nakaka-inspire sa akin? See? And one thing that stuck in my mind, there's a book called, was this, yung kay Wallace D. Wattles, The Science of Getting Rich. It says there, be where money is being made or money is being spent. And I think this is where money is being made. And be always with a company of people who are making money. And now you are among a crowd of people making not simple money, but really making millions. See, and these people who are making millions are your guides, your models na susundan nyo. And that makes things very simple. A lot of times, we listen to trainers who have not even done selling. Ito, yung mga tinuro sa inyo kanina, it is sharing what worked for them. So you can choose a model to follow. And one thing which really struck me is that I was going through the handbook that you have. None of them were in real estate before. And I've met people who have been in the business for about 15, 20 years. And and they have nothing to show for it. Ito, people have been in the business for what? 6 months, 1 year, from a different industry, and now making what? 300, 500, 1 million, 1.2 million a month. Who wants to do that? Lahat, siyempre. Okay, see, that's one thing then. You know why very few people become rich? Guess. Because very few people, honestly, very few people really want to be rich. Don't want to believe? Very few people really want to be rich. Diba? Sabihan, gusto ko yumaman, I want to be rich. It's a wish. It's a wish. Pero yung mga naunang nagtas, who wants to be rich? Ako! Gusto ko yumaman! With conviction, with feelings. Those are the people who will be rich. So who wants to be rich? See? Now you see who really has that passion, who has that desire, and those who are, uy, nagtaas, ako din. See, hindi burning yung desire. It has to drive you crazy. It has to drive you crazy. It has to give you sleepless nights. There are two things that couldn't make you sleep. One is worry, one is excitement. Di ba? Minsan di ka nakatulog dahil sa dami mong problema. By the way, also one of the reasons why I always want to meet Ton, yan lang ang taon nakikita kong walang problema. Pag tinanong mo, boss, paano ba to? Way problema ba eh? Way problema ba eh? He always looks at the opportunities. So, Mr. No Problem. Okay. Another thing. It is not real estate that gives you money. Wrong perception. Nasa real estate ba pera? Hindi. Kalokohan yan. I've known people, a lot of people, na nasa real estate na matagal, pero wala pa rin pera. So where does the money lie? It is in the system. It is in the system how to take advantage of real estate. And Luteria Realty has perfected that system. Not only have they perfected the system, I think they have developed it now to be cycle-proof. I've been in the business for the past 25 years, and I've seen several major cycles. In '89, we had the worst time for all man-made and natural calamities. Nandiyan yung Ormoc, Lindol sa Baguio, dollar was at 56, interest rates was at 32. Sumagbog ang Pinatubo, earthquake sa Baguio. People were leaving the country. So that was in '89. A coup d'etat, and then another one in '97. So there are cycles. Cycles usually was about 5-7 years. This cycle has been extending. So we started around 1992. Now it's already 2014. We had the hiccup in 2008. But medyo kumalog na yung mundo with the global financial crisis, but the Philippine real estate was very, very stable. Very stable. So hindi kagaya dun sa ibang countries. I think, and I always joke about it, the US suffered a lot because they're not used to crisis. The Filipinos live in crisis every day. So we know how to roll with the punches. Yun ang, sabi nga, ang Pinoy parang ipis. Kahit ano gawin mo, mabubuhay. But the thing is, not only to survive, but to thrive. So, still, real estate will definitely be a cycle. But with the combination, it's a perfect combination with Luteria Realty and Rent.ph, this will thrive through the cycle. When the production phase of construction, of production of units stops, there will be the need for absorption. The secondary market, the flippers, or the renters. And there's no organization as big as Rent.ph who will be servicing this market. And it's not only your number, but your system. Not only your number, but your system. Plus, the inventory. The key in real estate is inventory. Eh ngayon, how much is your inventory? But last night I heard that it's about 300 million. Okay, meron iba may 300 million, but if you have it in your unorganized file, wala rin, useless din. I'm excited to hear now or later the launching of your system, I think, which will have quick access to all your inventory. Okay. Last thought on that is, I just had that note na for everyone to take advantage of this training day and learn from the successful ones. However, binulungan ako kanina, sabi, can you share some tips? If you give me about 15 minutes more, I can share some tips, not on selling, because I don't know how to sell. That's my secret. I don't know how to sell. And I don't teach people to sell. You know why? Sino sa inyo na gustong nabebentahan? Gusto nyo nabebentahan kayo? Di ba parang, ay, nabentahan ako nito. Naahente ako. You want to sell, right? Okay. Sino sa inyo gusto nabebentahan? Wala. Who wants to shop? Who wants to buy? Who wants to go shopping? Lahat. You see, that's the point. Ayaw ng tao, ayaw ng kahit na sino na nabebentahan. Right? So, ba't ko kayo tuturuan magbenta? I do not sell. I make people buy. Do you want that? Because when you help people buy, it is an expression of the exercise of their willpower. I have this module about understanding selling all the way from Adam. If you know the thought process of a person, you get into that thought process, then you would know what makes them tick, what makes them buy. And you want to know the secret in closing now. It is not forcing them to close now. Pag ikaw, pinilit kong maklose ngayon, how do you feel? Pressured. I can teach you all the selling techniques and closing techniques, but chances are, bukas, pag naalimpungatan yan in Tagalog, when they come to their senses, chances are there's a big chance of withdrawing, cancellation. Because there's pressure. So how do you make somebody buy, sign today without feeling the pressure? Those are the keys. Okay, so maybe we can start with that. Understand why people buy. Why people do things. Why people buy things. Why do you think? Okay, is it because it is good? Ba't bumibili ng tao? Dahil mabuti sa kanila? Don't be shy. Quick, take a wild guess. Is it because it is good for them? Yes. Or is it because it is advertised as good? Nadadala sila? Or because it is cheap, mura, kaya bumibili? Or because it is practical? Or dahil safe? Are these the reasons for doing things or buying things? Or dahil tama? Who says yes to all of this? Okay, yes. But, you know what? Especially if you are selling something which is very, very expensive.